Hey guys, Christine from CestCreative here, LensDigital innovator, and I just got a new Vortex table and I am so excited. I'm gonna hook it up to my Eon Mirror 9 and see how it goes.
Quick, hide the gummy bears. Idiot-proof packaging so I don't throw away the top of the tray. They think of everything. Started to put the rails in and thought maybe you would want to see it. And it's actually good that I pulled the camera around because what you're going to see here is that it wasn't perfect the first time. I noticed that the top wasn't laying completely flat. So I realized I didn't install the rails seated into the frame all the way. So once I adjusted that and put the top back on, it was ready to go.
So the main reason that I wanted a Vortex table was because I do a lot of half patches and leatherette material is pretty thin. And one of the things that I had noticed using the Seklema mat was that I was starting to get a white edge. And I don't know if it's because I use it so often and my mat's deteriorating. If you don't know what a Seklema mat is, I think I got it from JPP Plus. It's a sticky, like a, kind of like a Cricut cutting mat, but it holds the leatherette down basically the entire width of the material, which is different than magnets because when you put magnets around the edges, you're only getting really good contact at the edge, and sometimes that leatherette will lift in the middle. And what I noticed was that my engravings were inconsistent, or, especially on the metallics where the precision is very important. So that's why I invested in the Seklema mat. Now, the Seklema mat is about $150, which was less expensive than the Vortex table and why I went that route initially. But like I said, I started to get that white residue on the edges, and it might not be as apparent on a light hat, but when you're talking about a dark colored patch on a dark colored hat, you could really see that white line. So the Vortex table is actually sucking the material down. So let's see how it goes.
You may notice in some of the photos I used magnets to hold down the corners. That's because my leatherette was curled, but the surface is not magnetic.
Look how nice and flat that is.
So as you can see, the LensDigital Vortex table is doing a fantastic job holding down that leatherette nice and flat so I can cut and engrave and not worry about it popping up in the middle.